try to wipe it with a greasy shirt. Anyway, this is a Glaive, and I like it. Wanted to get into pole arm duels. I threw one together and I didn't like it because it was like just a thing I did. Honestly, we were doing a pole arm, a dueling camp is what we did, excuse me. Dueling camp, they did sword and buckler, sword and shield, some short sword stuff. I think they might have got into some of the long swords and whatnot as well, if I believe. Anyway, like I said, I was there for this. Very educational. If you're in the sport of Buhurt, armored combat, whatever you want to call the sport, where we bludgeon each other. If you can get a good dueling camp, get into one and learn, do it. It's very valuable. Teaches a lot of mechanics, and especially for some of the forward-leaning point scoring on sword and board stuff. That's just not my thing. But I built this. This is the one I threw together. Not only was it a little crooked, I didn't like the holes you see right there, the top holes. My OCD was killing me. I didn't care though, it was light and fast, just something to swing around whenever we're learning. This was too long, had to trim it down. I think max length is 78 inches. I got this down to 76, and then it started off on my scale here. This is my little trusty scale I use, fish scale. Minimum weight on this is supposed to be 4.4 pounds. If you're not measuring the freedom units, that's 2 kilograms. So 4.1, I wrapped it, sealed it, brought me up to 4.3 pounds, so I only picked up 0.2. So I said, okay, I need a pommel anyway, probably. So threw that together. I've got to hit this with gun blue, so it's gonna be dark like the rest. This is hammer forged spring steel. It's got a mild steel mount that helps flexibility and helps this thing stay alive. Mild steel pommel as well. I didn't see a need to make anything really rugged for a pommel. So they do what they do. Got the blade geometry where I wanted it. I kind of copied some other designs that I found. I was like, okay, cool, this is gonna work. But yeah, I got it to 4.7 pounds. So that's not the lightest, not the shortest, which is kind of the way to go, depending on who you ask. But can't wait to try this out. I'm gonna try it out with my teammates, hopefully tomorrow if we've got time, if I'm not too tired, because I just even got sick this week. Had bad chest congestion, it like robbed me of sleep like 2 nights in a row, and it just sucked. But feeling better, breathing better. Tomorrow I'll probably be coughing and dying because, you know, I'll be like trying to take breaths while I'm swinging an axe. And then if I get around to this, cool. If not, there's always another day, because I don't know when that next pole arm event is even going to be that I'm going to try out for, if I'm even in shape. Right now I can do melees and alternate if needed. When you're doing a duel, there's no alternating. Somebody's not fixing to step in for you. You're going best 2 out of 3 rounds. If you have a tie, you have to go a 3rd round. You're trying to rack up points. You can't even grab your opponent's weapon in pole arm duel from IMCF rules. So, you know, I don't think you can grab your opponent. Can't grab their weapon, can't grab them, so grappling's a no-no. So, which is fine, because I've been kind of practicing when someone gets close, I'll just push them off, and I'm, you know, one of the bigger fighters, I'm sure, so that works for me as far as the ability to get someone off me goes, because like I said, right now I'm like 300 pounds or some shit in armor. I'm like 390, so you know, it's good in the fact that I don't get moved easy, and I can move someone easy, but I get gas faster, I'm slower, you know, so everything's got its advantage and disadvantage in the sport. Back to this, there's all kinds. There's all kinds of pole arms that'll have a nice blade. The thing is, if you have a blade that's affixed down, this is all blade from here out. So anytime you're making contact with someone front or back, that's a point. If you have an axe head and you make contact with the back of the weapon, that's not a point. So this is seemingly the way to go, glaives and whatnot with longer blades that stick out beyond the haft. So hopefully this survives and lasts. It's on rattan, so it is flexible. It'll keep me from breaking this for a lot longer than it would some oak. But like I said, little thing for the channel, a little bit of content, all kinds of bullshit I can go over. Been forging things now and doing okay at it. I can't really complain. I can show you an example real quick. Here you go. If the camera will pick this up, I'll try to go right in here, all right? This is mild steel, right? And as you can see, there's no defects in there. I will go with the spring steel. You see there's nothing here. Try to get the light to shine on it, all right? And if I hit this together, there we go. So 3 times. Now you can see 3 nicks in there. That's mild still. Now this will, like, let's see, I don't feel any burrs. So this is still technically legal to use, but whenever you're fighting in this sport and you get weapon heads smashing into each other, this is where this right here really starts to shine. You just saw me make 3 contact strikes, and you can see the edge. Like, maybe 1 out of the 3, I think I can see where it might have touched it, but there's 0 damage to this blade. You know, that's just part of the positive to spring steel. It's something I've been wanting to talk about. I don't know if I needed to do like a whole explanation on it for the channel for as far as weapons go, because a lot of talking adds up, and people's attention span's like 5 minutes if you're lucky. That's why TikTok is successful. So, like I said, any questions you'd like to add on or maybe educate me something? I'm just going with stuff that I've learned in the past 1.5 years in this sport. When I first got into this, I told you, oh, there's no way I'm gonna be forging my own shit. I would never do that because it's time consuming. And now I'm doing it. Did it for me. I gotta finish an axe tonight for one of my teammates. So hammer forge stuff looks nicer, gives it character, and I can press the metal out where I want versus finding any kind of flat steel that I like and then cutting the design out. If it's thick, it's a ton of work. This, I can draw it out and thin it, and then, you know, so on and so forth. Honestly, I only started watching Forged in Fire like 2 weeks ago, and that's been pretty educational. You know, I just got into it because people talk about it, and I'm like, all right, I'm kind of out of shows, so start watching that. I think I've only got like 3 seasons available on Hulu, but yeah, like I said, it feels good. The pommel does help with my balance. I don't know how well I'm going to do with it. I'll find out. My concern is my elbow. I still got golfer's elbow. It's been a pain in my ass all year. It's been an issue, but yeah, I'm happy with it. Got the weight where I want it. The length is definitely okay, and won't know until I try it. So yeah, like I said, comment, like, talk about it, whatever works. And post it on Facebook too, but I'm banned for 30 days for telling a troll a piece of my mind. And it wasn't even nothing bad. Facebook's hating on me. That's what they do. All right, catch y'all next time.